found a treasure. A little ball peen hammerhead. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So it is now time to extend the driveway. So we've got the main driveway coming in here, but we need to bring it on around. I started last night, brought it on around. I'm gonna go along the woods here, and then I'm gonna have to tee off and go to the house, which the garage will be right there. There's two flags over there. Then I'm gonna have to continue on and go up to the new shop, which I'm gonna bring this away of the new shop some, so that I'll have parking there for when visitors come, or if I want to park my truck there and go in the man door there. And once I go there, then I'll have to go around and I'll have to catch the 12 by 12 overhead door on the south side of the building. So I've got some material here that a friend of mine hauled in a couple years ago. Well, been about 4 years ago now. And this is what I made the main driveway with. And it's turned out to be some pretty good stuff. It's got some dirt in it, but it's got quite a bit of limestone in it. It's got some chunks of asphalt, but the dozer breaks them up after you get it laid out. So I'm going to be loading with the John Deere 690B. Loading on the Moxie MT30 haul truck, and then I'll be grading it off with the D85 New Holland dozer. So let's get started. Let's get this pile laid out. Let's see how far we can get. I know I'm going to have to get some more. I might have to go find a railroad bed and go start getting some old railroad ballast. A friend of mine did buy a property and it's got some on it, and he said we could do some trading. He's gonna need a crawl space dug, so we'll do some trading for some railroad stone on that. So let's get started and see how far we can get. And then I've got 4 loads of limestone over there that my buddy Jeff's mom was getting a new concrete driveway, and that needed to be dug out. So the concrete contractor said bring a dump truck, and Shirley said I could have it all. So I went and got it, and I'm going to use it up around the building. It's some pretty clean stuff. Get a few rains on it, it'll whiten up a little bit. So we'll use that right up by the building. So let's get started. Well, it's starting to look pretty good other than some chunks. I'm going to have to get the Bobcat with the skeleton bucket or just hand pick them up and throw them in the Bobcat bucket. And then I'm going to run the roller over this, compact it real good. This stuff, if I remember correct, my buddy Mike got this from the South Shoreline. They dug out some old rail spur or something, and this came from that. He had it piled up over his place. It was in his way, so he hauled it over here and dumped it. And it works pretty good. It's got a little more dirt in it than I'd like to see. I'd like to see some more slag and cinders than this much dirt, but it's got quite a bit of stone in it. So it's going to make a good base, especially after I roll it and get the limestone over it. I'll be happy with it. My goal is I would like to get at least maybe 2 more loads to try to finish this out. My goal is eventually I'd like to fill in this whole area, and then I'd like to go maybe not quite to the tanker over there, but I'd like to go over there, straight over to the wood line and across where the hoe and the haul truck are sitting, and square this up so I can come in here with a semi and turn, head towards the woods, and then back into the double doors of the building. So that's the ultimate goal. But this right here, this will get me started. There's plenty of room for activities right now. So I'm happy with this for right now until I can come up with some more material. Later down the road, who knows? We might tear out a whole parking lot somewhere that's got limestone under it, and I can haul that home and put out. So the nice thing about that is you're recycling. Now this right here, I want to continue this on around and make it so I can come in my side door over there. I need to get the trommel running because I need some river rock. I'd like to come out so far from the building and then go on around it, and that way I'll put some geotextile fabric down, and then I'll put the river rock on it, and that'll keep all that sand tucked up underneath the building so that nothing washes out when we get big rains. I'm also going to probably throw some rain gutters on that building. I got to get the house done, so I'm thinking when my buddy Brandon's here, I'm just going to have him go ahead and put some gutters on the building. That way nothing washes out. But everything's looking good. Just need to get the Bobcat over here and do some final touches. Need to clean up along the edges, square things up a little bit. It's a little easier to do with the Bobcat than it is the dozer. I may have started this curve too soon. I probably should have brought it over here a little bit farther. But I think it's going to work out just fine because the end of the garage, there's a flag, there's a flag. I think we'll just go ahead and curve it on around and head up there. Might actually scoot the house towards this way a little bit. I don't know yet. Might be quite a ways over here to get to the... Well, no. I think we have some flags missing, actually. I think the garage is going to be in here somewhere. Yeah, I think there might be 2... Yeah, there are definitely 2 flags. So from that blue flag back this way, 30 feet will be the garage. So that won't be too bad. And that'll fill in this curve some. So I think it'll be all right. May have gotten the driveway a little bit high, but that'll ensure good runoff. And you got to remember, we're going to build all this up too, because the house is going to be maybe 3 to 4 feet in the ground, and then we're going to build up around it. So it's a nice gradual hump all the way around. So, all right, I'm going to head home, get some supper, and we'll continue this video later on. I got to go close cabs up. Well, I started laying out this reclaimed limestone that I got, recycling it, and I realized there's a lot of fine stuff, and there's going to be a lot of fine stuff on top. So what I decided to do was I went and got my grizzly screen from out back and brought it up. Now I built this screen. I built it, maybe 4 years ago, and I made this smaller screen that goes on top. You can see the grizzly bars under there for catching big stuff, but then I made this screen for on top to screen off smaller material. So I'm gonna give you a little video of how this works. So all I gotta do is get a bucket full of the reclaimed limestone over there and dump it down over it, and it'll sort it. The fine stuff will fall through, the bigger stuff will roll off the top and pile up on this side. So I'll set this camera right here, and that'll give you a good video of it. Now, as you can see, that gets a lot of that fine stuff out of there. That's a lot better. I can put that towards the top, I can put the fine stuff towards the bottom, and it'll look real good. Now, this is the dirtier loads. This is what I'm putting down first, and then those two loads over there are a lot cleaner. So I'll put this down first, spread it out, and then I'll put that over the top, get a few rains on it, it'll look real good. I found a treasure, a little ball peen hammerhead. for being a bunch of recycled limestone, this definitely turned out really nice. The dump over screen came in handy for this. I'm glad I built that. I built that out of a bunch of drops from our local steel supplier. It's all various lengths of steel that I picked through and found what I needed, brought them home, and I put it all together, and it turned out really nice. Works very well. I have used it, dumped over it with excavators, but I really designed it for skid steers and utility tractors. But it has been used with excavators. So this is going to get me started. The grade turned out real nice on this. It's not too steep. Don't have to worry about combines rolling away. But it is graded enough that water's going to run off and not puddle up here. The rest of the driveway, I'll deal with that once we get the house in, because that driveway is going to be married into this driveway. So that's why I'm not doing the final touches on the edges. Once we're all said and done with the construction process and we get all this filled in, because we got to bring a bunch of fill in here yet, then we will concentrate on our final touches on the edge of the driveway. I am going to widen this out a little farther. I'd like this at least 2 vehicles wide here. I got to pick up some chunks of asphalt right there. But I'd like to bring this out a little farther. That way when I got visitors over, they can park over here and it doesn't interfere with the 22-foot door opening. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I didn't work on this project all day. I bounced back and forth. Clifton came and him and I ran the trommel for a while, cleaned some stone. I've got enough river rock washed now that I can start doing some landscaping around the building. I think like right here, I was going to do this limestone, but I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put river rock starting there, and I'm going to go on around the building. I haven't decided how wide I want to go yet, but that'll keep erosion from happening and the sand coming out from underneath the concrete pad. I am going to get rain gutters on this building as soon as the house is here. I'm going to have them come do them all at once and be done with it. So it's all stuff coming in the future, so stay tuned if you're interested in following this project. The overhead doors should be here this coming week, so I'm excited about that. First of the week, the doors will be in, and then I got to make the final payment on this building. So not looking forward to that final payment, but I am looking forward to getting the doors put on it and getting moved in and start working on stuff in there. It's a little hard to put anything in there without doors on it. So that's going to be a big step. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one. Oh, and the next thing is to run electric to the building. Got our H panel done. Got REMC came out, hooked us up. So now we got a trench crossed, put wire and conduit, and hook it up to the building. And then we'll have power. So that's next step. The new Hyundai 17 is going to help us out with that. So be looking forward to that. So thank you for watching. See you all in the next one.